What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. My next topic, I want to get into why Black Americans and illegal immigrants are not the same. See, America wants to take everybody's struggle and blend it all into one big struggle soup. But let me be very clear. The Black American struggle is singular. We were not immigrants. We were not migrants. We were not refugees. We were property. We were imported human capital. We were bought, sold, bred, separated, murdered, and systematically destroyed for over 400 years. Illegal immigrants, they came here chasing opportunity, however dangerous the journey. We came here in chains. No volition, no choice, no dream. And I hear how they love to say families are being separated at the border. And I do understand that pain. That is very hard to watch. But you cannot compare that to the struggle our people endured. Black Americans invented family separation. It took our children off the plantation, sold our wives to another owner, forced men to breed with strangers like livestock. We didn't lose our families to a few months of detention. We lost bloodlines forever. They separated generations, erased names, destroyed languages, stole our entire continent of origin. These are not parallel stories. They are very, very different. And don't get me started on the ongoing war we fought after slavery. We survived slavery itself, Black codes, Jim Crow, redlining, lynching, segregation, the destruction of Black Wall Street, the murder of our leaders, the dismantling of the Black Panther Party, the COINTELPRO program, mass incarceration, the introduction of crack cocaine, the war on drugs that became a war on us. Who stood with us then? It was Black people and a few brave white allies who saw the evil for what it was. But what was the Latino community then? Where was the unified immigrant movement then? Nowhere to be found because they were not here yet. And even when we started to rebuild, the system found new ways to push us out. Gentrification. We built communities. We built culture. We built economics. Then here comes the politicians, the developers, the corporations, the tax increases, the zoning laws, the evictions. And what happened? These same neighborhoods that Black people built are now invaded, flipped, and sold back to white America. And yes, many Latino families benefited from that shift. But who paid the price first? Us. And let me say something that a lot of people don't even notice. You don't hear white America saying, go back to Africa anymore. Why? Because we ain't going nowhere. We are woven into the fabric of this nation. Our blood is in the soil. Our labor built the economy. Our culture redefined American life. Our fight became the conscience of this country. The civil rights movement was not an immigrant story. It was a Black American story. And white America, for better or worse, has been forced to accept that. Now listen, I'm not here to disrespect the immigrant struggle. Illegal immigrants have sacrificed. They have worked hard jobs. They've lived in fear. They've been exploited. And they have helped build this country. But that struggle is not rooted in dehumanization, the way slavery was. It's rooted in economic survival. Black Americans were never illegal. We were never undocumented. We were property. And here's the part that hurts. Where was the immigrant movement when we were bleeding for equality? Where were they during Selma, Montgomery, the March on Washington, Birmingham, Watts, South Central? We fought alone. It was our blood, our dog bites, our hoses, our jail cells. So when I hear people trying to equate the immigrant struggle to ours, I can't co-sign that. And now today, immigration has become a political football. Both sides use it. The left wants votes, the right wants fear. And Black people, we always stuck in the middle. And here's the harsh reality. The country never worried about sending us back because we were never going back. But Latinos, they live with that threat, that fear, that uncertainty. Why? Because America never planned for them to stay. They were used just like we were used, but we were used differently. And this is why you see many Black Americans saying, we pray for you, we feel your pain, but we're not risking ourselves for this. Why? Because we've already paid full price. Our freedom came with blood, with hangings, with lynchings, with dogs, with chains, with generational trauma that no amount of policy can erase. And while your struggle is real, it ain't the same. So what does this mean for the future? Illegal immigrants are still fighting for citizenship. Black Americans are fighting for wholeness. We're fighting for the repair of what was stolen. Reparations, economic justice, generational stability, not a green card, not a pathway, not temporary protection. We built this house. We never rented a room. So listen to me. I don't hate illegal immigrants. I do not despise the Latino community. I do not cheer for their suffering. But I will not sit quietly while America tries to erase the distinct trauma and the specific suffering of the Black American experience. We are not the same. Two truths can exist. Yes, illegal immigrants are being exploited. Yes, Black Americans have survived systemic hell. But do not conflate the two. Do not equate the two. Do not expect us to fight your battles when we barely survive fighting our own. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.